Welcome back, YouTubers. I've got another week on the farm. Just cruising around to the shed here. A few things coming up in the next month, particularly 2 weeks' time. I've made a snap decision to go to Harvest Fest up at Moree by the Australian Custom Harvesters Association. I think is their title. I'll put their link in the description. They've got Harvest Fest coming up. Going to have a range of different traders there, different headers. Taking the corner. Different headers, combines, fronts, stripper fronts, everything there. I think there's an AF9 header, 8800 class X9, one of the Fent T's, either 10 or 9, I'm not sure which one it was, sorry, and a couple others. CR11's going to be there, so I decided I'm going to head up there and hopefully get some footage up there with those guys and yeah, learn a few things. So it's on Tuesday the 5th, I believe, of August. Just double check that. August, yeah, 5th. So Tuesday the 5th, tickets are $70 to get in. That includes a meal at night, I think, after it's done. And yeah, there's some other stuff on Wednesday for those who are members of the ACH group. So yeah, come down, set your buddy sights on Moree, and yeah, come and have a look with us. Perfect opportunity while everything's a little bit slower on the farm. I know it's a bit slow on the farm here at the moment. So I've got a little bit of other stuff to do this week. Gonna do some tidying up around my house because I need to get a fence up around my house. My young fella's 1 and a bit, and I had to remove my house to do a few constructions on my house. I need to remove my fence, and now I need to re-put it back up, which is not going to be a simple job. Got to put new gates and whatever, so I'll be working on that. Joe's still spreading. The trucks are on big emissions. One's gone up to Kingaroy with popcorn. The other's doing some corn loads around the district, 1 to Coleraine and 2 to Colbinaban, so that'll keep them entertained for half the week. Jimmy, my brother's back on deck, so I'll try and catch up with him and see how he went over on his holidays. And yeah, that's about the plan for the week. Looks like rain here at the moment. There's a strong northerly out there. I expect to see rain by the end of the day, by the looks of it. And yeah, I think there was 9 or 10 mils forecast for today. It's just starting to look like it needs it around here too. So yeah, bit of rain here. The blokes to the north of us, I know they need more, so praying for everyone to get a good lick out of this week, because it looks like everyone is going to get a little bit of a drink, hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, let's go do it. We'll go find something to do. Yeah, if you as I said, if you want to join us for Harvest Fest, go, and I'll stick the link in the description for the tickets. As I said, they're $70, and it should be an awesome event with a bunch of different people there. I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark and say that people like Rod Gribble are going to be there. He is like the preeminent sort of guru on red headers, I would say, and getting them set up right. He's always worth listening to. I bought a lot of Rod's stuff in the past, and I presume Harvest Air are going to be there too. They're pretty good at getting particularly the red headers. Not sure how they go with the green headers, but getting them set up, running right as that single rotor platform. So plenty of people got those. There'll be plenty to hear for everyone, I think. But I'm very excited to have a look at some of these new bigger headers. I've seen the AF9 in the flesh before. I've seen the AF10 in the flesh, sorry. And I've seen a CR10 in the flesh, but yeah, I'm very excited to see a CR11 in the flesh, as it were, and also the 8800 Lexion. I've hoped to get a decent enough sort of a look around that, because I have never looked at one overly closely. I always look at them in handy, and no one ever sort of, you know, comes and extols the virtues of a Lexion. So we're gonna hopefully get some videos down there. Anyway, I've driven into the shed. I need to take this 4CX round to my house. Well, my best laid plans didn't go too well. I lost me loader almost immediately, so just going to move on to another job. It's trying to rain here pretty badly, and I don't think I'm going to get much work done on the garden anyway today. We might cut up some posts later. I've got to disconnect this bucket off is my next job. I think I'm just going to do it right where it's sitting here, start it up, try and take a bit of the weight with hydraulics, and I'm just going to go ahead and mark all these hydraulics, take the grease off and put it back in the return port over there, all the electrics, take them all off, and start working on getting that off there. Still unsure whether I really want to undo the ball itself off or take this mounting plate off. There's probably a good reason why most people take the mounting plate off, like the Hutcheon and Pearce boys said, but just not sure what that is. Probably need to make a phone call. Anyway, we'll get this off, and we'll get him over to Hutchie's. As I said in the previous video, we're coming in here to do these pivot pins and whatnot in this area in here is what the plan is. They got to split the whole machine to do it. So we're taking it over to Hutcheon and Pearce in Finley to do it. All right, let's get working on it. Let's try and get the hydraulics up. Take a little bit of weight off that ball, hopefully. Probably want all the weight on the ball to begin with to get all the bolts off. Knock this cushion hitch back in the manual. I feel like we're working in the dark here. Not sure if this footage is going to come out any good or not. Ah, that's better. Couldn't see anything before, and neither could you guys. All right, grease line here has been put into return mode. If you don't do that, all the grease from the auto grease, if you don't disconnect it or something, just spews out on the ground. So that's our return line. Supposed to put that on every time you unhook the bucket. For those playing with the reverse, with the auto grease systems, it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if I start at the top with 9, we can mark it. 9, 9, 10, 10, 8, 8, 7, 7. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to reverse number it. So we go number 9, 9, and this one here is number 9. All right, this one here is 10, and number 1, 0. Apologise for the noise. Had the grader heading up. That's 1. I thought I'd talk to you about a couple of things while I'm doing this particular job. Jeez, that's got some pressure. While I'm doing this particular job regarding the YouTube. Let me get a punch first. Is that so tough?
Pow! Right in the kitchen.
Thank you for that. Well, that wasn't very bloody nice, was it? Give me a fair whack in the teeth, but no broken down to work, so we're all good. Note self, release all pressure before you buddy disconnect the damn things. So I was talking to Lockie Kerr, who's my resident go-to for all things Lays Bucket, and he says the best way to do this is get a piece of wood underneath there, jack it all the way up, put a piece of wood underneath there, lift it up on the cushion hitch, and then undo your 3 keeper bolts on the top of the ball and just drop the ball out underneath here. Can't see too well. So I'm going to go find myself a big bit of wood. I'll lift it up, disconnect the rest of this wiring here. What else? What's that one for? What do I do there? What is that one? Where'd you come from? It's throwing a curveball at me. This one's hardwired in. I guess I'll just take that off and plug it or something. Probably just a return line of some description. Take these little plugs out, whatever that plug is. Disconnect it. Get our electrics off here. Now we've got one more to go. What's this on here? Something taped up. What kind of conduit has no split in it? Now I've got to cut that off there. Is there another plug somewhere? Oh, it's a fair way back. There is one. Got one on this side, is there? Why? Who does that? Why would they do that? Makes no sense. I'm going to all this effort to put this nice conduit over there. It's literally connected by joining two wires together. That's the first grade dodginess there, previous owners. Great job. Great job whoever fixed that. I'll get that one off there like that. You got any pressure behind you, sir? This must be return, is it? K-strain maybe? Leaky spray face. So, that line that we took out, managed to get a plug on him. I'm pretty sure it's the ripper line is what it does. It controls the flow to go to the ripper. I think that's how it works. It's a little bit of an oddball, but that's where it goes. Anyway, we're taking it off, plugged it up. So the plan is, put this block under here, like so, with my feet, till there's no room. Joe's taken off the bolts for the keeper on the bottom of the ball here, and then hopefully we can put the bucket down and it should go like this and lift the ball cup off the top of the ball is the plan. Nice. It'd be better with a banger underneath there. No?
I don't think it'll fit.
You on there?
There though.
Got him.
Alright. Yep.
Just like so. Just like that. I think I'll have to drop the cushionage down too, I think. There we are. It's free. Yeah, the ball does, yeah. No, I don't think so. Stop driving away from the Lord. Well, that was a bit of a mission. But we got there. Good job, Joe. Good job. Be a lot smoother the second time. Hook it onto a Steiger.
Quad track?
There's one quad track bucket edition. Only flat country.
I heard the 715 is pretty cheap.
Yes. Very exciting. All very exciting. What are you doing there, Gordy?
Just cut that up, and this one's must be dirty.
Yeah, I just watched the edge.
Yeah.
It can earth out through there. I get a smoke out of there before.
The red one's not the nasty one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've
It
just
should
got
be
it sitting
okay.
on the cat.
I know I got a bit of smoke out of the earth. I
You
don't
might
know
want
why.
a bit of it polish up and some dries.
Probably not a bad idea because it sits out in the guts or in the weather. Paddy, how are we going here with the repair job?
Yeah, getting there until flat again, so just got a buddy welder all up here.
Yep. Plate's gone. There's a plate up on there. It's all gone.
Everything's flat and straight again.
A lot of welding.
Yeah,
And have you done a bit on the bottom?
big plate on there, and all this at the top.
Yeah. Well, we'll come back and have a look when it's all welded up. How's it going there, Paddy? Weldy. This looks beautiful. What's this sound like? Beautiful. Watch the sparks in the ear hole. Coming along very nicely. How many times have you caught your beard on fire? Our piece is cut out. Plenty of grinding going on here. Righto, new dad's potters. We're going to whip this one over to Finley, so come along for the ride. She's been on the charge overnight. This crew's out the road here pretty slow, I think. She's going to be pretty wet. A few of you may be wondering, soon we have so much case gear, how we ended up with a 9620. Well, we were looking for a laser bucket and we found a second-hand one, but to buy it, we basically had to buy a tractor, and we were looking at hooking it onto a one of the quad tracks, but anyone who knows laser buckets, they don't work real great with quad tracks and sort of ledges and that sort of stuff. Put a lot of side stress on the tracks, so they generally prefer them with real tractors. So we made the executive decision to just buy another tractor with the job, and this is just purely the laser bucket tractor. That's all it does. So anyway, that's how we ended up with another John Deere. Obviously we've got one X9 as well, and another one on the way. So it's the John Deeres are slowly creeping in, but for the longest time we were case only. But I have to say, I don't mind these John Deeres. They're quite a good machine. I have no gripes with them at all, really. We're off to a good start. We've already found the local road crew on this tight little narrow bit of road, but I'm sure we'll get past them somehow. Now we're hooking 45 k's an hour. Not bad. Check back in from the other end, I guess. Quick stop at the Berrigan Bakery for some good cappuccino. The best coffee in the bloody district, I reckon. Arrived. Park out the back with all the Sex 9s. Look at all this machinery porn. Oh, that one's got tracks. Nice. See if we can go find our header here somewhere. Here's the big girl. She's hiding in the shed here. Getting its pre-season done. Hiding with all the rest of them. And surprisingly, this one's here too. I don't know whose name that is, but here's number 2. Big unveil. Getting its PD done as we speak. So for those playing along at home, red one's been traded in. This is the replacement. Very easy to get at the rotor when the wheels aren't in the way. Plenty of work going on here by the looks of it. There's the cameras up there for the automation system. This one's also going to include the automatic rotor covers. So it's a kit you can get from. Essentially it'll have, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to look, but it'll have these separated grate covers will actually be automated from the cab. As you can see, they're pinned on there at the moment, but these will be removed. And I believe there's a system that'll replace that system that you can just do straight from the cab, which will be awesome for switching between canola crops and different times of the day and all that sort of stuff. So should be very interesting to see how that goes this year, along with the ground speed automation. But yeah, there she is.
How big are the frames?
Yeah, we're going to be about the same size. Just having a look at the new design of the ladder here. It's a lot different than the old one. The old ones didn't have this rubber mounted step, and it was very close to the ground unless you lifted it up, which this one still can be lifted up with the gas strut and whatever here, but it's a lot further off the ground, which is a very good step. We took the bottom step off this one here, because it was touched the ground more than once in the first season. Mainly because we weren't lifting it up.
We thought them blocks, so I'll get a brand off them, will you? They're little
These
jack
ones.
blocks.
Blocksindustry.com there.
Solid.
Got a little handle on them too. Jewels again, big ones on the back. See, they've upgraded this chain, which was a bit of a bugbear of my last one. They've gone to a duplex chain instead of a single. I think that's duplex 60H, and the other one's a single 80, I believe. Yeah, very cool. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Just decided to pull up and have a look at this planter while we're here. Still at Hutchie's. 16 row stack fold. Awesome replacement for our one if we could stump up the however many 100,000 it is. Wonder how heavy it is, Jimmy. Down there, it must have been a demo unit, was it?
Looks like it.
I think we were going to have a look. Oh no, I was going to look at Baxter's one. It was, what was it? It's a 16 row stack. It's not a stack fold though, is it?
No, I don't know, probably. See, they got airbags down for us on everything.
What's that like? What's
Instead of hydraulic.
Yes, it's not hydraulic, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, the Delta Force is all hydraulic, yeah.
Is it?
So this here is hydraulic. for the downforce on the road. Remember, you got
Yeah.
airbag row cleaners.
Yeah.
Doing the airbag closing with. But the central commodity system would be real nice.
Yeah. You reckon she has a full bulker? One bulker?
I think it's 40 bushels, I think, which is like
40
black
bushels.
box. 40 bags.
Big fan. That's the one that
Blows the sea.
blows it out, and then this one suction for the thing. Yeah, right.
So 2 things because you've got 16 rows instead of 12.
She'd be a Cleveland screamer.
Go to know.
Very interesting. I'm back here at the shed now. I thought I'd just address something that probably a few people have picked up. That with the arrival of that new X9, that means that for the first time in, I'm going to go on a limb and say somewhere between 20 and 30 years, we won't have a red header running on this farm. That's how long it's been since we've had another colour. Back in the day we had a couple of New Hollands. There was a Class at one stage, and I think, can't tell you exactly what the first red one was, but I know there was a 2188 there at one stage. It would have nearly been the first. Yeah, so ever since then we've had a couple of 2388s, 8120, 8240, 8250 and a 9250 have all come across this farm at some point. Usually trade them in after 5 years or so. So a little bit sad for us in the, well, after having run red ones for so long, it's a little bit sad for us to see them go, but I'm sure it's not the last one we'll ever see. But at the moment, we're really enjoying the X9, and we're happy to go with the second one. So thought I'd just address that, because when I watched the last of the corn come off, we basically saw the last of the red headers in action on this farm, which, yeah, a little bit sentimental. Anyway, thought I'd just mention that in the video. There's probably a few people wondering why we switched to the green ones after such a long string of red ones. I'm not going to address too much of that in this video. I might do another video when the thing actually turns up on the farm probably in October. I just want to just leave this as sort of, sad to see the red ones go, happy to see the green one turn up, because it's the X9 is a very good platform. I'll go into some more technical details a bit closer to harvest. Anyway, it was interesting to see today, interesting to see the changes that they made on the new one, and yeah, it'll be sad to see the red ones go out the gate when they go. Anyway guys, with this new X9 coming, let I just say these two 50 series cases are up for sale now through Hutcheon and Pearce in Finley. This one is a 9250 from 2019, comes with a Nucky front, Nucky pickup front and a Midwest 60-foot draper. This one here is 8250, same draper, it's 2021 model. This one's about 1900 hours. I think the 9250 is about 2200 hours, I think, from memory. And this 8250 comes with an older Phillips front, still in good condition. Both of them got the Midwest 60-foot front, so if you're looking for good quality second-hand 50 series, all the automation and everything you're looking for, they're pretty good nick, and they will be for sale. Ring Hutcheon and Pearce in Finley, ask for Andrew Barber, and he'll get you sorted out. But anyway guys, that's going to about wrap up this video. Thanks for watching this week, and yeah, make sure you have a look at Harvest Fest and come and join us there. We're going to take some videos and whatnot. So I know I crapped on it about that enough. We'll see you all on the next week. I know, cheers.